Welcome back. Thom Hartmann here with you, and in the studio with me, Alex Lawson, the Executive Director of Social Security Works, the owner of We Act Radio, weactradio.com, and socialsecurityworks.org. You can tweet him at ALaw202, as famous Alex Lawson Twitter account. Alex, welcome back.
Thanks for having me, Tom.
And also thank you for filling in for me all these times.
I should thank you. It is very difficult. I don't know how you do it all the time, but it is so much fun. Your listeners are just really fantastic.
Well, thank you. I have a good time. But in any case, Social Security Works. Let's putting your working hat on here. Mm-hmm. You just came from Congress.
Yeah, we just
came from a briefing about.
Yeah, we have the information from the budget. We actually have seen the leaked budget as well. The budget is leaked all over because it's coming out tomorrow.
This is the Republican budget.
I'd say it's Trump's budget. So it's the president's budget, and which, as you know, is not actually, it's more of a blueprint, right? It's like, This is his wish list. But it is definitely a statement of morals and values, right? This is what he believes in. Right. Now, this document is basically saying to Congress, this is what the president wants you to do. Now, the Congress is where it actually, the rubber meets the road. And so there's a large, this document that I'm pointing to the talking points of is so repugnant. It's so unpopular. The stuff that's in there, massive cuts to Social Security, to Medicaid, to other critical programs. And where Trump is right now, I don't see the congressional Republicans really wanting to run with this pair of scissors. But, I've seen them do really stupid things before. So we're going to have to fight it.
You shared with me, they're talking, these are the Republican talking points. And I can see Fox News quoting them. They're saying Trump campaigned that he wasn't going to touch Medicare or Social Security, and he's not going to touch core benefits in Social Security. What the hell does that mean?
Right. That is exactly what's in there. You can see this little parsing that they're doing. And the thing is,
no, seriously, what does it mean when they say they're not going to cut core Social Security benefits, yet they're going to cut Social Security? How do they do that?
Because they're trying to pretend that any benefits in Social Security are not core, and that's just false, right? All of the benefits that you earn, that I earn, they're our benefits. We're paying into them, and they're all core benefits. It's calculated by one equation that says this is how much your benefits are. But what they're talking about is they're trying to pretend like there's two Social Securities, the good Social Security and the bad Social Security. And they're only going to go after the bad Social Security.
So the good Social Security in their mind is people retired over 66, 67 years old, 65 if they were younger, which doesn't make any sense, but you know what I mean.
Right.
And because Reagan's, he raised the retirement age 2 years, and it's rolling into place right now. So that's the good Social Security that they're not gonna mess with. That's the popular Social Security. Then there's the roughly 1/3 of the Social Security budget, which is care for widows, orphans, disabled people. This is Social Security disability insurance.
Right.
And that they're going to cut?
That is what they're planning, the disability side. And the idea that they're trying to paint as if you can do that, as if you can actually cut it in one side and not the other. But that's just not how the system works. It's like saying, I'm not going to cut the military budget. I'm just going to zero out the Marines, right? You're like, that's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. Right. And I will just say there is only one Social Security. One. We all earn it, and he's coming to cut it. And that is what's going on here.
And we all pay into it. And the disability side of it is that, you as a young guy, people working with you over at We Act Radio who are a whole lot younger than either one of us, whether you're 20 years old, 30 years old, 40 years old, 50, however old, 5 years old in the United States, you have a lifetime insurance policy that if you are disabled and you are unable to care for yourself, unable to work or unable to care for yourself, that insurance policy kicks in and we will take care of you. We are us. We are family. We are America. And that's Social Security disability insurance. And so when my friend Michael Hutchison went running in Phoenix or in Santa Fe one night and fell over a bridge on a piece of ice and broke his neck and was paralyzed from the neck down for the next 10 years that he lived before he finally died, every day he was paid for by Social Security disability insurance. He was only in his 40s, I think, late 40s at that time. But he was disabled. The Republicans figured disabled people are far less likely to vote, which I'm guessing is probably true. So therefore, they can just take a whack out of Social Security disability, and nobody's going to notice.
I think it's that coupled with the oldest trick of tyrants going back, to ancient times, which is the tyrant will take the people who they're oppressing and point them at each other, right? So that they're fighting each other.
Divide and conquer.
Divide and conquer, so that they don't stand in solidarity and point at the tyrant who's actually doing everything.
So they're trying to get the disabled people, or they're trying to get retired people to say, okay, yeah, get rid of those disabled people, because if you don't, then it's going to cut my benefits.
And exactly, while what's actually happening is that they're cutting their own benefits, right? So they're getting folks who they're making people scared, like, you're going to lose your benefits unless you do what I say. And then what they say is cut their own benefits, because if you believe that once they open this door into cutting Social Security, their dream for 82 years, their fantasy, as long as Paul Ryan's been dreaming about this in the keg lines, right, multiplied by 40, that's how big Social Security is in their kind of worldview. As soon as they get an inch, they're going to keep on going, and they're never going to stop until they dismantle the entire program to give to their criminal friends on Wall Street. That's just what it's about. And that is what is in this budget. That is the amorality that we see in this budget. This is about an attack on working families, an attack on the American people.
So how are the Republicans going to roll this thing out? Fox will reliably support them. Right-wing hate radio will support them. The right-wing media infrastructure in the United States, the Wall Street Journal, with the New York Post, all the Murdoch publications will support them, and point out that they're not going to cut Social Security. They're going to absolutely protect the core program.
Right. But even the Washington Post and some of these elite news outlets have been, just pushing Social Security cuts for decades, especially the Washington Post. Yeah. Pete Peterson just has a section of that newspaper. So it's not going to be, my worry is that it's not going to be confined just to the right wing, that this is a new thing. It's plays into an old playbook, but the brazenness is new. And what I worry about is that all of the media is going to fall along with it. They're going to they're going to do their job, and they're going to report, sticking to his promise. He's not cutting Social Security, just Social Security disability, as if those are two different things. And as soon as that idea is out there and accepted, I don't think we can put the genie back in the bottle. So we have to be out there. Truth tellers have to be out there saying, this is a cut to Social Security.
Yeah. And you can read all about this, I assume, over at socialsecurityworks.org.
Yep. And we'll have blog posts up by Nancy Altman as soon as we actually have the actual details of the budget.
Yeah. And they're going to be rolling this out while Trump is still traveling?
I think so. I mean,
great way to get the American people not to really notice what's going on.
And also lessens the certainty that Trump would mangle the rollout if he were involved in it. That it'll allow them to control the message better.
He might accidentally tell the truth.
Exactly.
We can't have that. Oh, man. Alex Lawson is with us. He is the executive director of Social Security Works. A-Law 202 or at SS Works. Remarkable. Alex, what should people do?
They should call their senators. They should call their representative. They should state very forcefully, absolutely not one penny cut from Medicaid, not one penny cut from Social Security. And we fully reject this budget. And also, if you sign your name to this budget, if you support this budget, elected official, you are supporting cutting Social Security benefits. Everyone should say that. We're saying that, and we're going to remember, literally anyone who supports this will have supported cuts to Social Security. And that will be very important in November.
Yeah, and the year after.
And the year after, and the year after, and the year after.
Amen. Alex Lawson with Social Security Works. Alex, you're doing great work.
Thanks,
You're doing
Tom.
spectacular work. And it just, This cannot stand. You're absolutely right. The telephone number for Congress is 202-225-3121. 202-225-3121. You have two members of the Senate, one member of the House of Representatives. If you don't know who they are, give them your zip code. They will tell you, and they will connect you. Give them a call, 202-225-3121. Do not cut Social Security.
This is the Thom Hartmann Program.
And check out SocialSecurityWorks.org. Be sure to check it out. Alex Lawson. Alex, thank you.
Thanks, Tom.
We'll be back.